All right, welcome to the new Can Cook Will Travel newly designed site that I've been working on all week and I'm really excited about. I wanted to do this video tour just to walk you through the different areas of the site because a few things have moved around and I want to make sure that you know how to find everything. So this is going to be your homepage. If you just go to cancookwilltravel.com, this is what you're going to see. You've got your menus here at the top, so we'll go through those in a minute. There's also a search bar if you're on your PC, so you'll see that. If you are not, if you're on a tablet or a mobile, you'll see it as you're scrolling. There will be a search bar. Now, at the top, you're going to see the 3 latest posts. So you can hover over them and click on it to open it up. And you can also see the title of the post here. And if you really like it, there's a new feature where you can click on this heart and you can just show you like the post, which is kind of fun and cute. So these are, like I said, the 3 latest posts. And then as you scroll down, there's a spot to sign up for my newsletter, which you should do if you're watching this. You probably have. So thank you. And then here are the 4 next latest posts followed by the ones after that. So really what you're seeing here on the main page are all of the latest posts that you can find. And then at the top, we've got it broken down into blog, recipe index, and about section. Work with me, there's a shop section, and then just the general privacy area, which you probably don't care too much about. Blog-wise, I will break down my posts into 2 kinds, as you can see here. There are things that I love, like this is my ultimate comfort soups list, and then there are actual recipes that I'm featuring. So if it's a recipe I'm featuring, it's in the food section. If it's like a list or something cool I'm sharing or a tip, you'll find it in this obsessing on section. I do some series posts, so like the cookbook love one is one that I've done quite a bit. Some favorite finds, anything travel related. The Share Fest is where I kind of put everything else that isn't necessarily part of a series. Then in the food section, I have it broken down by all different categories, so it's easy to find exactly what you're looking for. Now, I also do a separate recipe post. So if you haven't been to my site much, you may not realize this, but if you click on, we'll look at this delicious brownie recipe here. This is the initial blog post, just walking you through my experiences, where the idea came from, and tips and tricks along the way. But at the bottom, you'll also see a link here to the actual recipe. And I do that because I have a separate page where you can see the step-by-step instructions. And I've done this for every single recipe post that I've ever done on my blog as a way to make sure that everyone kind of follows along and feels comfortable. And it's just an opportunity for you to, whatever your comfort level, know what your food's supposed to look like. So I wanted to point out that there is a blog post for the recipe and then an actual recipe post if you want the step-by-step photos. And then at the bottom of this, you'll see the actual recipe that you can print out. There's nutrition info and all that good stuff. Now, back to the blog. So that's this blog section here. I'm going to skip recipe index for a moment and we'll get back to it. There is this about tab, so there's a whole thing if you want to learn more about the blog and about me. You'll go to about CCWT, Can Cook Will Travel. And I have some fun facts. I have kind of my basic cooking philosophy. And then I'm also sharing tons of different recipes that I absolutely love. If you haven't been following me for a while, I've been blogging since 2011 every single week. So there's a lot of content, so I wanted to highlight some of the stuff that I really enjoy. I have an FAQ section with frequently asked questions, so I thought I would dive into those here in case you do have any questions. And you can reach out and contact me here. If you're a brand or work for a brand, you can click on the Work With Me tab, and there are lots of different opportunities, and there's a link here at the bottom of the post where you can connect with me to work together. The shop section is one that I've been really excited about because I've wanted to put something together for a long time. One of my favorite things to do on this blog is share cool stuff I find. And so I started my Cookbook Love series where I just feature a different cookbook. And I've got all of those linked up here. And so if you just click on the link, it'll take you right to like Amazon or wherever you can purchase it. And it kind of give you like a rundown of why I really love that particular cookbook. If you want more info on the cookbook, you can just go to the Cookbook Love series here. I also have cool stuff that maybe isn't necessarily cooking related. Kitchen appliances, which would be like things that would sit on your counter, like a KitchenAid or food processor, that sort of thing. And then my favorite kitchen tools. So my plan is to continue adding to these along the way. So this is just kind of a good starting point. All right, so now we're going to go to the recipe index, which I think this piece is really cool, so I'm excited to show it to you. The recipe index is going to be referencing the specific recipe post that I had showed you earlier, the one that has the step-by-step instructions and the recipe that you can print out. So every recipe that I've ever done is going to be here in the recipe index, and there are a couple of ways that you can find what you're looking for. At any point, you can always do the search this website situation if you want to find something, and we'll look at that in a minute. But we have categories here, so you could do like a filter if you're looking for a drink to make. I do love me some cocktails. So there's plenty there. You can look at main dishes and so on. And you can hit this reset button at any point. I've also got it broken down by season and diet. So maybe you want to do gluten-free and you want to do dairy-free. This actually lets you filter for both. So if you check both boxes, anything that I've got showing up here has been both the dairy-free and a gluten-free option. And then you can either uncheck them or click the reset and it will reset your findings. And then since we're in winter, if there's a winter recipe you're looking for, you can just click on the winter season or maybe fall. And that kind of gives you an idea of what all you can make and find on here. Now, I have, like I said, been blogging every week since 2011, so I have a ton of recipes, and you're going to find a huge variety of recipes here, from super healthy to some indulgences to my favorite dips or cocktails or whatever it may be. I just love sharing with you guys the things I'm loving at that particular time of my life. So I really hope that you're enjoying the new site. If you want to get back home, just click this logo, which I love that logo, really proud of it. And again, if you're on your desktop, the search this site is up here, but there's also one here in the sidebar that'll show up as you're scrolling through. So there's my about info, how we can connect on social if we aren't yet, a spot to subscribe, and then another search window here. So hopefully you are feeling well navigated now to come explore the blog. I'm really excited for you to see all the hard work I put into it, and I hope you enjoy.